Cannot talk. Just stepped off the Palm Springs tram, and I'm at 8,500 feet at the top of the tram here. Did I mention that? And gonna step out. Actually, I think we're just gonna step out this way. There's a lot of people here this morning. It's about 50-ish degrees up here. I should not do this while taking stairs. But I'm doing it. Because I'm stupid. Okay. Whew. The plan was to get off the tram and put on my puffy right away. But I kind of got rushed. And I forgot my puffy. So, we're just gonna put you down for a second while I get a little warmer. Because I'm a little bit cold. Even having this little extra layer helps warm me up a little bit. So, just outside of the tram building, and now heading down the long concrete path down to, yes, that's where we're at. Okay, so now it's a long concrete path all the way down to the bottom. Here's the interesting thing. Last time I was here, I had a hard time breathing immediately upon getting off the tram. This time, it's not so bad. I mean, I'm a little bit pantsy, but it's not nearly as bad as last time. So I'm kind of hopeful that I'll be able to do a little bit more hiking this time. Now this concrete path drops about 200 feet. In a windy manner. Which I'm taking about as fast as I think I can. And my hand's shaking. Gotta switch hands. There we go. Whew. Telling you. Kinda wish I had skates right now. Then again, maybe not. Skateboard? Maybe not. Bobsled, that's what I was gonna say. They should have a bobsled that you can take down the bottom. Just ride on down. Wouldn't that be fun? Now you're gonna see a lot of people here because it is Saturday and there are a lot of people here. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning, 9:15 or so. About 50-ish degrees. I think I already said that. And so that's what the walk looks like just as you exit. So I'm gonna put my phone away and get you down to the ranger station where I will tell you how I did on getting a pass. So I'm happy to announce that I got, I can even show it, a day pass. So now the fun begins. I'm not as winded as I was last time. Actually, surprisingly, I can breathe just fine. So I guess once you get a little of the mountain air, it's your body holds on to a little of that conditioning over the span of 1 week, because it's been 1 week since I was up here last. So that's good to know. The other thing is that now that I have the pass, I'm going to stay here for about a half hour, and I'm just going to relax and take it easy because I want to make sure that I am ready to breathe, because I'm looking at this hike, and just from the ranger station alone, it goes up a bit. So I don't want to be out of breath within minutes of starting.
You may have noticed all of the hikers passing me. I've left that in the video in order to make the point that if you're prone to altitude sickness, you should just let people pass. Take it easy. Don't feel like you have to rush, especially when the dizziness and nausea kick in.
Hey, so I have a bad habit of not taking enough breaks when I hike. As you just saw, I'm at the Round Valley Creek crossing, actually. It's 8,500 feet. I don't know how far I've been going because there's no mile markers that I have yet to see. But I can tell you that it's been about a half hour or so. And I'm a little out of breath, I gotta tell you. 8,500 feet for about a half hour is enough to tucker me out. So, what am I gonna do? I am gonna switch hands, and I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna have some water. I'm gonna have a snack, And I'm gonna hang out here for a couple minutes and just, you know, enjoy the sound of the creek. I mean, isn't that just lovely? Isn't that just wonderful? So this video is being made specifically for the rescue team that may be coming out to find my cold and dead body. At Round Valley, I made a right. I don't know if right's the right way, but everybody else is going right. So I figure, why not die with everybody else? It's tricky going. It's very rocky, very sandy, very slippery. But it's going up. This is my view from yet another stop. It looks pretty flat on the video, but I gotta tell you, that's a very steep slope. But that's just what happens when you take video. Anyway, I don't know what altitude I'm at because my altimeter app on my phone said it was 8,800 feet, 8,700 feet, just under 8,700 feet. So somewhere between just under 8,700 feet and 8,800 feet. I'm very lightheaded and I've been tripping a lot. I think the furthest I'm going to go is 9,000 feet, just for my own safety. And then I'll have to come back again next week and try again. But that's the key to, oh, look how wobbly I am. That's the key to this for me. Didn't mean to rhyme, but taking multiple trips, not trying to do it all in one go. So, time to go again. So, I've climbed another 100 feet or so. My altimeter says 87 to 8,800 feet. Really dizzy, stumbling. But I wanted to pause for a minute. And yeah, I'm holding my phone in my hand, which is why you get an up-close look at my face. Anyway, I wanted to show you something about this trail, in case you're thinking about going up this trail. So, down here, there is a trail down. But what you don't see is that I took that trail down. Can you see it? I don't know. If you can't see it, believe me, there's a high nose. There's a trail down there. And that's what I came up. But apparently I'm going to be going down in that direction. It's a little bit wonky. It's a little bit confusing. And especially when you're almost out of air. So, just thought I'd see. I can't hold the phone with my hand. I end up getting in the way of the camera. Anyway, just thought I'd anyway. So it is 11:30, and I am solidly at 8,900 feet. My goal was to get to 9,000, but I only wanted to hike for about an hour and a half. It has been an hour and a half. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep going a little ways further. I'm hoping to see a trail marker so I can find out where I stopped on the map. Without a trail marker, there's no real good way to know, so I'm going to keep going for just a little bit longer.
Now, here's an interesting one. What you're looking at is an outhouse or pit toilet on the trail. The problem, however, is that the doors don't shut, or at least they don't stay shut. A couple on the trail told me about this, reminding me once again of the pitfalls you encounter when hiking solo.
Okay, hi. I got a cramp in my side. Hi. I'm at 9,100 feet. And I got a stitch in my side. It's beautiful. It's noon o'clock, and I've been out here for a couple hours. And I had no intention of getting to the peak today because I knew I would have to get used to the altitude. But I did get to 9,100 feet. 9,100 feet is a record, so pop those corks. I broke my 9,000 foot record. And I can probably go up a little higher, except I have a whole other hike in my car on the freeway to get home. So I don't want to get out there too late today. So I'm going to hike down from here and get on the road around 2, get home around 4 or 5. It's all about the driving. But until then, I'm gonna take about 20 minutes. I'm gonna sit down on this rock, or that rock. That rock actually looks better over there. I'm gonna have a couple snacks. I'm gonna drink some water. I'm gonna listen to some music, and I'm just gonna take in the altitude. I'm just gonna get myself a little bit more used to 9,100 feet. Whew. And I'll pick this up again down at the bottom by the tram. So, I'm back. The ranger station's just over there. My water's just here. So, hold on just a second. Okay, so what did we learn today? If you get altitude sickness like I do, had to move. If you get altitude sickness like I do, here's just a little bit of my experience that may pay out for you. This video is certainly not made for people who are experienced, hikers who are experienced at altitude. See, I've been oxygen deprived, and now you understand why I stop at a certain point, because my brain gets goofy. Anyway, this video is certainly not meant for experienced hikers and hikers who regularly hike at altitude. So, I'm back at the ranger station, and just talked to the ranger, and it looks like I hiked 4 miles today. 4. Not a big deal normally, but I want you to keep this in mind if you're trying to hike at altitude, if you're trying to train to hike at altitude. You gotta give yourself a wide berth. You gotta really go easy. Okay, so I went 2 up and 2 back. I went up to 9,100 feet. Hold on. Yike, sweaty hair. I went to 9,100 feet. And my sides hurt. Last week when I got back, my sides hurt. Now, just here, my sides hurt. And I think that all has to do with trying to suck in as much air as I can because I'm not getting enough oxygen. Now, 4 miles might sound like a small amount, but I want you to keep in mind, I was out of breath last week just sitting and making a video. I was out of breath just walking over there about a half mile. So from a half mile at 8,500 feet to 4 miles going up to 9,100 feet. Wait, 85, 91, yeah. 9,100 feet. That's progress. And that's what I want you to keep in mind if you're training to hike at altitude. You're not going to do everything like you normally expect you'll do. When I'm down in the desert or down in Southern California at like 2,000 feet or 3,000 feet, it's nothing. I can just walk and walk and walk. But you get up here and you just have to stop every so often just to breathe. Something else I want you to keep in mind. This trail, excuse me, this trail has a lot of rocks to step on and a lot of roots to avoid tripping over. I think that's the right way to put it. So when I get to 9,100 feet and I start getting loopy, I am a lot more prone to tripping. And as a hiker who hikes alone, I don't want that to happen. You understand? So that's why I stopped at 9,100 feet. I know that, I think it was Hellman's Junction was about a mile further. And I was tempted. I thought about it. I thought about going all the way to Hellman's Junction. Am I getting that name right, Ken? But I didn't because I was already lightheaded and loopy. And that's when you turn back and you say, I'll get it the next time. I wasn't able to walk around at 8,500 feet last time. This time I hiked up to 9,100 feet. I might be getting those numbers wrong. I am kind of out of it, which is why I'm sitting here, and when I turn off the camera, I will take a little while just to rest up a little bit. What else can I tell you? I don't know if I will be here I will be back here next weekend. That's the goal, but you never know. I would like to. Okay, here it is. Here's the ultimate goal. Ready? Ultimate goal. What I would like to do is on the 14th of July, come out here and actually backpack from here to Idlewild. I'm guessing that's somewhere around 8 to 10 miles. And that would be plenty. So we'll see. That's the goal. But you know how life works, right? Goals aren't always, what's the old saying? If you want to make the devil laugh, make a plan, or something like that. So that's it for me this week. up here at San Jacinto. And again, I got to tell you, if you are considering learning to hike at altitude or getting yourself to where you can hike at altitude, this is a great place to do it. There's rangers to help you. There's lots of signage, as you saw. It's not going to be easy, but it is very much worth it. So until next time.
And there you have it. You've just survived another Ken LaSalle video. For more information about new releases, projects in the works, or even stuff from the archives, head on down to kenlasalle.com. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and all around social media, just as long as it's called Facebook or Twitter. Thanks for your support, as always. Be sure to subscribe to this channel, and I'll be back soon with more nonsense.